Tonight, Caitlin Clark built a 17-point fortress on the road in Washington, then had to watch the Mystics tear it down brick by brick all the way back to a 1-point deficit. However, with 4.3 seconds left and the game seemingly gone, she only needed one shot from 31 feet to take it all back.
Caitlin Clark, iconic!
Monday night in Washington, and from the opening minutes, Caitlin Clark walked onto that floor like she had already decided how this game was going to feel.
The hesitation, and gets it to go.
Onionware grabbed her hand on the drive and there was no whistle, but the floater still fell, and on the very next trip, she pulled up from the right wing in transition and buried a three.
Clark hits a three!
She ripped the ball from McMahon at half court and finished in transition, then grabbed a defensive rebound and went coast to coast for a step-back three at the top of the key.
Clark steps back and hits a three!
She was drawing fouls on Flores every time she put the ball on the floor, and when the Mystics collapsed, she fed the bounce pass to her teammate on the pick and roll for the easy finish.
Clark bouncing high down with the left hand.
10 points, the Fever up 17, and the Mystics had no answer for her. But the fouls were already accumulating on the other end because she had picked up her first personal defending Onionware in the paint. And before the first quarter was even over, she picked up her second foul on Onionware, and suddenly, the fortress she had built was sitting on a fault line.
Fever playing 2 for 1 there. That is a big whistle.
That's a big whistle.
Early in the second quarter, she still had the lead, but the whistle was following her like a shadow. And then the moment that changed the entire game arrived.
Caitlin was trying to avoid the contact completely. Yeah, he doesn't have the right angle for that.
When you're in a situation where a miss leads to a third foul.
Citron knocked the ball loose, and on the chase back, the officials hit her with a late whistle for her third personal, a call so questionable that nobody in the arena understood what it was for. And just like that, the player who had scored 10 in the first quarter was sitting on the bench with her face buried in her hands, watching a lead she built start to disappear without her. At halftime, she walked to the interview with 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting, but the number that mattered was 3, because 3 fouls meant the second half was a tightrope. She came back in the third and tried to attack, driving to the rim on Billings and finding her teammate for a bucket, then drawing a foul on DeGallic while making the play. But the Mystics kept chipping away. Then Prosper undercut her on a left wing 3, and the officials reviewed it for a flagrant, but it was ruled a normal foul, and she had already buried the shot through the contact anyway.
Clark will launch, draw the foul, hit a 3! 4-point play coming for Caitlin Clark.
She stepped to the line and sank the and one free throw like the last 5 minutes had not happened, pushing it to 49-32. But the Mystics would not stop coming, and the harder she pushed, the more the game pushed back, because she drove twice into the teeth of the defense and both shots missed. She was making the right reads, the right passes, putting the ball exactly where it needed to go, but her teammates could not convert, and one by one, the possessions bled out empty.
That lead perilously. Billings running the
A 17-point lead had become 6, then 3, and now the fourth quarter felt like a completely different game than the one she had started.
For Clark. And Indiana just going to lose the possession.
Yet, even as the walls closed in, she attacked again and finished through the defense for a bucket, then found her teammate cutting from midcourt in transition for the assist.
Clark ahead. Boston runs the floor.
However, the Mystics answered every single time, and the lead that once felt like a wall was now a single possession, with under 2 minutes to play.
Clark sticks with her, puts up a wild shot.
36 seconds left, Indiana clinging to a single-point lead, and she got to the free throw line with a chance to push the lead to 3. A 93.3% career free throw shooter, the best in the building at the stripe, and she missed both of them, both with the game sitting right there in her hands. That is the kind of moment that follows a player home, the kind of miss that rewrites a game from a win to a collapse, and the arena could feel it turning. But she answered immediately, because off a steal, she pushed the ball in transition and found her teammate driving to the basket, and the game was tied at 75. The entire 17-point lead was gone. The free throws that should have sealed it were gone, and the Mystics had completed one of the biggest comebacks of the season right in front of their home crowd. 4.3 seconds, down 1, and the season does not care how many points she scored in the first quarter if this possession ends empty. Cunningham inbounded the ball to the right wing, and Caitlin Clark caught it with her feet set from 31 feet and buried it, 78-76, with 1.2 seconds left. And she looked right at McMahon on the way back up the floor and flexed because a college rival was standing right there to watch the whole thing happen. Washington got the ball with 1.2 seconds left, and her teammate defended the final shot to seal it without Caitlin Clark needing to touch the ball again.
Toward the rim, Boston knocks it away! Hanging shot off the side of the backboard, and Indiana!
She scored 10 in the first quarter and built a 17-point lead by herself. She picked up 3 fouls, 2 on Onyenwere and 1 questionable call on Citron. She missed both free throws with 36 seconds left on a 93% career mark. And with 4.3 seconds left and the game gone, she buried a 31-foot 3 to win it. After the game, she said, "I was almost like too open. That was like the best look I had all night." She almost lost it 3 different ways, but Caitlin Clark only needed 1 shot to take it all back. See you on the next one.